it's not just the New York Jets that are having issues up there in East Rutherford or New York, whatever you want to consider it. Guys, what the hell is happening with the New York Giants? We know that this season for them is over. They're not going anywhere. And they made it clear. They're even benching Daniel Jones, and they're starting Tommy DeVito, surpassing then Drew Lock for an opportunity. But DeVito's back, Brad.
Yeah.
He's back.
He's
back, baby. He's
There
back.
Tommy Cutlets.
Tommy Cutlets is back.
Yeah, and we know who's gone.
But the thing is, they didn't even make Daniel Jones the third string quarterback. They signed another quarterback, Tim Boyle.
Tim
Boyle. I was going to say Nick Boyle, his former Ravens tight end. Tim Boyle. Might as well at this point.
Legend.
Well, because they're not even having Daniel Jones play quarterback anymore. The report out of practice today was Daniel Jones was playing scout team safety for the Giants. And look, I understand it's about money, right? If he gets injured playing, there's an insurance guarantee on his contract. They don't want to risk it. They're saying, hey, we're done with the investment. Appreciate your efforts, but it's done. We're not paying any more than we have to.
Yeah.
Still, Daniel Jones has handled this very gracefully. And actually, I think we have the video. He did speak at the podium just a little bit ago about that whole situation up there with the Giants. So let's play it for
something down just to make sure I say it the right way. Let's see. The opportunity to play for the New York Giants was truly a dream come true, and I'm extremely grateful to the Mara and Tisch families for the chance to play here. The Giants are truly a first-class organization, and I have nothing but genuine respect and appreciation for the people who have built it and who helped carry on that tradition. I've met so many special people and created relationships that will truly last a lifetime. Thank you to all my teammates, coaches, and staff that have done so much for me these past 6 years. There have been some great times, but of course, we all wish there had been more of those. I take full responsibility for my part in not bringing more wins. No one wanted to win more games worse than me, and I gave everything I had on the field and in my preparation. Of course, this season has been disappointing for all, and of course, I wish I could have done more. I'm 100% accountable for my part. I did not play well enough consistently enough to help the team get the results. The reality of the NFL is it's hard to win games and requires consistent performance from everyone involved. We didn't do that well enough, so the idea to change something happens, and I understand. I love the game. I love being part of a team. I'm excited for the next opportunity and know that there's a lot of good football in front of me, and I'm excited about that. To all the fans, I have deep respect and appreciation for your passion and love for the Giants. The fans are a huge part of what makes playing for the Giants so special.
Look, he said all the right things.
Yeah.
You know, and I do give him credit for writing that down. It is a hard thing to go out there for people that are wondering, well, why doesn't he just recite that naturally? It's hard. You're going to forget certain things.
Yeah.
Even for us, when we do this show, we come up with certain shticks and what we're going to do here.
And we forget them.
And we forget them.
I like how he started. He said, I wrote some stuff down so I'd make sure I word this all correctly. Listen, as you said, this makes, in my mind, this puts Daniel Jones, just the respect and likability for Daniel Jones is through the roof right now because he didn't need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
He very easily could have gone out there and said what every other person on earth is seeing from the Giants. And, hey, this is a shit show. I don't know what the hell we've really been doing for the past 2 years. It feels like we've really just been in this limbo of, hey, we spent 2 years wondering if we were going to keep Saquon, and then we decided not to, and now we're just rolling with this, seeing what happens. Nothing seems to be going well. He could have called out a lot of people, but he just said all the right things. He said, I've enjoyed playing here, nothing but respect and, love for everyone. And it's a leadership type of response. Do I think he's going to get an opportunity to be a starting quarterback right away? No. I think he's going to have to be a backup somewhere, but I think right now Daniel Jones is showing that he's the kind of guy that you're not going to bring in there and you're going to worry about there being drama. He's a guy that can go out there no matter what happens, how much he's publicly humiliated, how many times did it feel like he was just the one thrown under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
He still went out there, said the right things, did everything right. And I think that's big, especially for him going forward.
Yeah. I think fair to say though, Brad.
Yeah.
Look, love what he's done as far as how he's handled himself. To your point, Zach, he's not going to be a guy you're going to worry about going off, and maybe arriving in a hot air balloon and being
Yeah.
upset like Antonio Brown, right? It just didn't work out. And you could say it could be coaching. They had a terrible offensive line.
Yeah.
But that one year, there's a glimmer of hope where you went, man, he could be the guy. But since then, the numbers don't lie since he signed that big contract. Overall, this year, 8 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Last year, even though it was cut short, it was 2 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's not making good decisions with the football on top of it. And the Giants have to reset, which also then goes to show they did they let their best piece walk in Saquon Barkley, which also is going to hurt. I think Tyrone Tracy's done a great job becoming what could be a good piece for them for the future. But make no mistake here, if Daniel Jones had played better, to his point that he made, we're not having this conversation.
Right.
So
yeah, and I think there's some truth to what Zach is saying. I don't know if Daniel Jones actually starts another game ever again as the starting quarterback. He's not going to start another game as like the guy, the starting quarterback. I mean, if somebody gets injured, fine. He's going to be a backup somewhere. I was actually just running through my mind, like, where could Danny Dimes go next year? What team would actually take him on as like a starting quarterback? I don't know if I could think of one.
I mean, like, if
I just don't know if I like what are you going
Raiders?
to throw him back to? I mean, maybe, but like they're going to draft Shador.
are they?
They are.
Are the Raiders going to be the number 1 overall pick?
does he end up with a team like Cleveland?
No,
Like,
no.
I'm trying to think of
They're not. He's not even going to accept that.
Maybe Daniel Jones will be a safety. Maybe it's his true calling, just like Baker Mayfield was a defensive lineman for the Panthers. So maybe you're telling me there's a chance.
The only way that I can see this playing out is if it's like a Geno Smith type of situation in which you have a quality quarterback that really wasn't set up for success in an organization like Geno Smith, and all of a sudden he gets put in a good situation and is allowed to kind of shine. That's the only way that I could see Daniel Jones coming back and actually doing something with an organization.
Well, the 2 things can happen here with that situation. You either go to a place that's going to give you a chance, like Geno out there in Seattle, where you sit behind Russell and you have a good infrastructure, or you bear it and go to the Panthers and you go through all that voodoo. Because what happens is the team does bad. You get special powers and you leave.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're back being a starting quarterback. The Vikings and Sam Darnold have 2 losses. They're just a game out of first place with the Lions.
Baker
Mayfield is a franchise quarterback for the Tampa Bay Bucks, and they're getting Mike Evans back this week. So, hey-o.